Greetings, lovely Geminis. How are we all today? Lovely air signs. So we've got a reading for beautiful Gemini for this January period. And shortly after all these readings go out, I'll be doing individual, what I like to call sort of water well readings, which are I guess looking at love currents in your life. This is not, this is just like feeling the waters, as it were, in terms of love, which we all know comes in many different forms. So hopefully you can tune into that. But let's just get a card. Overarching energy for lovely Geminis. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, whoop. We get a card for overarching energies or what is around you at the moment. We get this beautiful card. This is the Captain, the beginning of the journey, beginning of a new journey, actually. And the Captain really relies on the moon and the tide on this journey, and he has the wheel. He is at the wheel. In some ways he's the beginning of this journey, and in some ways the end. We see the wheel, samsara, the wheel of life, the wheel, the cycle of life, I should say. So it's a beautiful card, overarching energies. He relies on, it's about, or she, it's about being in constant state of flux, but you know two certainties, and that's natural cycles. You're well aware of this, whether it's the cycle of the wheel, the cycle of the moon, and the tide. I like that. It's pretty primal. It's as primal as what it is kind of cosmically universal, isn't it? Very interesting for beautiful air signs. Let's see. Oh. Look, that fell out. Excuse me, but we'll keep shuffling. I didn't see that card, but I haven't given them a good shuffle yet. So, of course I always do between readings, but let's see. A card of choice, please. A card of choice for the Gemini's highest good and self. We get one card. Now this is interesting because here we have the Seven of Discs. The Seven of Discs is about a review. It's the point at which we, traditionally it's a farmer looking back over his crops, seeing what's come to great full fruition, what's come to harvest, and also seeing what hasn't. And it's, in some ways, it's a review of that. And an old aspect of it is failed effort. But I don't think any effort is ever, if that's the right way of saying it, failed. You know, this in combination with the Captain card, I find it interesting because they're both in total control of their projects, efforts. They have done the work and they continue to do the work, as it were. Just looking at what on one hand, the captain has this faith because he knows it to be true, that cycles come around over and over again, as do the cycles of productivity, the cycles of harvesting. It's quite a nice combination, Geminis, here. We're looking at it's kind of, I just feel that it's sort of quite a Zen mindset at the moment. Maybe. That's just what I feel. Let's see, challenges here for the beautiful Gemini challenges. At this time, it's January, it's a new year. There's a lot of things still uncertain, but they always are uncertain. Let's see, beautiful Gemini. Not really getting any challenges, maybe. There aren't any. Oops, yes there are. There's quite a few. Sorry, I knew that would happen if I said something. Oh, now I'm just going to have to, sorry my dear Geminis, very sorry about this. There are just so many there. There were so many. We'll keep shuffling, friends. Challenges. We get one. It's just what we wanted, was just one. Our challenges. Now, who got this? Another, I think, Cancer. Our challenges here. We have the Princess of Swords. In some ways, she is your younger sister, if you're sitting on the throne, that is. Or younger brother, sister. The thing is, the challenge is always the challenge, I think, with air signs, with people with a lot of air in their charts, is that, the mind, never seems to sort of, it's human nature, isn't it? It never seems to stop. Here we see the princess is flailing around, really, quite blind. There's a lot of effort. It's interesting because there's a lot of effort in this card where she's blind. She can't actually see what her target, what it is she's wanting to clear away or clarify or understand. She can't, she's blind to it, but is exerting a hell of a lot of effort because all of these clouds are really in the way. It kind of works along with the challenge is to know, the challenge is to know it's just going through my head, you don't plant the wrong seeds for the season. It's that kind of, that's just what I hear. Or, it's like you need to, for something to grow, for something to be successful, it does need foundation of sorts. It needs a conducive environment. Is just what I'm getting here. Just what I'm getting. And of course, with the captain understands this almost in his bones. He understands these natural cycles. He's very fluid. you can go with it. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Geminis, the challenge is just to know when to hold them, and that's the other thing. Know when to hold them and know when to fold them, as Kenny Rogers once said. That's the other thing. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. And this is, look, we are in a new year. We are in a new year. We get the 9 of Wands coming out, which I'm just going to pop on the Princess of Swords. The 9 of Wands is a really traditional card of the wounded warrior. The wounded warrior or warrioress, whatever the alternative word is, just habitual defense, habitual behaviors of defense. Now, traits for ease and success here. So we're on attack and we're at defense at the same time. God, it gets confusing, doesn't it? I'm a Gemini. I know it gets confusing. Traits for ease. We're just too many here. Traits for ease at this time for beautiful Gemininians. Traits for ease. Wow. Wow. If this doesn't stop the whatever, if there's any confusion, we get the beautiful, the truly beautiful Ace of Wands coming from the crown, coming from the divine down. This gift of absolute and utter power charged creativity, will, the strength of will. Oh, it just really wants to come down and work its way down into the material world around you. I think it's amazing to get this card, traits for ease. Be inspired, go with it, go with these feelings. See these gifts. This is the sparks that create, sparks that create amazing inspiration for yourself, and for others through you as well. Let others see. I think this is beautiful to recognize this, because it's a divine gift. If you can see those things around you, if you can see them around you. Well, that's beautiful, my dear Geminis. And I hope you can tune in. They are shorter readings this time round, because I'm coming back with the water, the overview of love currents in our world right now. It seems important to be working with that heart-based sort of directive at the moment. We're coming into a new moon in Capricorn very soon, and it felt important, and certainly because it is the beginning of a new year as well, to come through with a reading that is based around maybe the corridors of your heart, what's going on. And love comes in many forms, in many different ways. So that's what we'll be looking at, inspired by the full moon in Cancer as well, which is still reverberating, I think. So thank you for joining me. This may or may not resonate, but if you got something out of it, that's fantastic. So do take care, beautiful air signs, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.